Hey everyone, Evil here. Welcome back to another video. Today with a guide for the First Descendant and the best methods of farming Kuiper shards. This isn't exactly the video I had planned next with it being so similar to the last one we had made, but it come to my attention I made an oopsie in the last one regarding one of the locations I mismentioned as the Kuiper Farm. Now all of the locations are still my go-to, but as we can see here, I had the Bunny Cave, good for shards but bad for golden Kuiper. Refinery unit, good for golden Kuiper but bad for shards. And lastly here, with the addition of the void shards to special ops missions, I had it also listed as an okay source of golden Kuiper. But no, it doesn't get you okay Kuiper, it actually gets you 0 Kuiper. Zilch, knotted, absolutely no Kuiper at all can come from the special operations. So why would I say such a bonehead statement? Well, I'm sure I did myself absolutely no favors when in testing the spec ops that I was running specifically was in the Echo Swamps area, the Defend Albion resource, where it sends you to basically the exact tile set of abandoned refinery unit with a different goal. So I figured it's only fair to go over the top methods of farming Kuiper shards. So here to start off our list at the bottom, we have the Fortress Outskirts mission in the White Knight Gulch area, which nets me about 135k Kuiper per hour. Followed by the Echo Swamp area, the abandoned refinery unit, which nets approximately 150k Kuiper per hour, which then brings us to the number 1 Kuiper farm in the game, the Fortress Vulgus Strategic Outpost, or better known and a lot easier to say, the Valby run. Now, if you arrive to the Valby run in a public lobby, you will notice it's being farmed maybe a little bit different than the other ones. Typically, most missions finish them as fast as you can get your rewards. To farm this one, you actually don't want to finish the mission. Once the boss has been engaged, you'll then start spawning ads all around the ring. That's when you start running laps around the outside, and you want to leave the boss in the middle. With Valby, it nets about 230k Kuiper. Now, I understand not everyone has a Valby, so you can often arrive with any character, and if you stay out of the way most of the time, the Valbys will keep on farming, allowing you to reap the benefits and just pick up all the loot. Now, if you got ants in your pants and you need to get in and on the action, you can still effectively help with a bunny, though you will want to remove your ranged skill mods and keep to the outskirts of the ring as to try not to damage the boss with your AoE. He often sticks to the center as everyone's running around quick enough. He can't really make it anywhere, but if he does wander off to one of the sides and you don't want to make everyone else there angry that's farming, you do have 10 seconds outside of the ring where you can kind of dip out when you're near him and keep running your lap and dip back in before that 10 seconds is over. Now, if you want to run this solo with your bunny, it's still very lucrative, netting about 200k Kuiper per hour. Now, if you are doing this in private lobbies with your bunny, you probably want to put your range mod back on. You are going to hit the boss rather often, but it's not a big deal, honestly. With the 1 minute cooldown on these missions now, you'll have a quick moment to inventory manage in the times that you do accidentally finish the mission. Here's a bit of an extra one, maybe more of a reminder, but don't forget to dismantle and break down your extra modules as they also net you Kuiper. Not a whole lot. It's not exactly a direct farm, but you don't want to be leaving any on the table when you're trying to do your upgrades. So real quick, in summary here, the best Kuiper farms currently in the game are still the number 1 Valby run. Second is the Echo Swamp abandoned refinery units, and third is the White Knight Gulch Fortress Outskirts. One thing to keep in mind with all these numbers is that I did run all of these solo with no buffs or modifiers, meaning your numbers can be a lot higher, but these are the baselines that should be accessible by almost everybody. Then simply multiplied by anyone that's running a buff or has a multiplier on their gear. I really hope this video helps, and for everything evil, consider subscribing, and maybe I'll catch you in the next one.